Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the GIBBI Speak apply to YC Fall 2025 batch. Where tonight I decide to apply for the night time to any YC batch. These times I decide to apply with the same startup that applied the last batch. Sorry, the GIBBI Speak, and this time I applied to the YC Fall 2025 batch. So this batch is going to take place from October, September to December. So for that reason, I am recording this video where I'm going to talk about why I apply to YC to this new YC batch. Sorry, yes, and what I'm doing. So let's start. Well, how I told you, I apply the GIBBI Speak to the YC PAL 2025 batch. So GIBBI Speak, this is the second time that I apply with the same idea. So what GIBBI Speak? GIBBI Speak basically is a AI-driven simply translation app that is looking for to to reduce or eliminate the language barriers in real-time communication between two people that don't speak the same English. For example, I am a bilingual person. I speak Spanish, my native languages, sorry, and English. So, if for example I wanted to communicate with a French person that person doesn't speak neither English nor Spanish, and because I don't speak French, we are going to use the GIBBI Speak app. We're going to open, and for example, I'm going to put sorry, I speak Spanish, and I'm going to translate to the other person to the French. So I'm going to start to talking, and the GIBBI Speak is going to translate to the French. And for example, in the other case, the other person is going to open the GIBBI Speak. He's going to put that he speaks French, and he's going to translate to Spanish, and he's going to do the same. So he's going to start to speak in French. Is going to translate to Spanish. So basically, this is to connect, is to make that two people that don't speak the same languages can communicate in real time. I am doing this because I am a bilingual person, but to be honest, I battle a lot to learn the English languages, and for that reason, I want to reduce that gap. For example, I want that, for example, if one case, no, I am in Asia, and I travel to China, to Japan, to Indonesia, or to Africa, where this kind of citizens don't speak neither Spanish nor English. So I want to use my GIBBI Speak to translate, and we can communicate, and we can establish a conversation, and also make businesses or etc. So I'm doing this because making my research, I see that in this moment around 1.5 billion people are looking for our languages learners. So they want to learn another languages, so this is better to become bilingual, and this is a potential of $50 billion language learning market. So there is a lot to attack. So basically, in this moment, I am doing the same that I do in the last time that I applied. This is to develop the business plan, talk with the potential customer, based on that to create a beta app that I'm working on that. For example, how I told you, I'm not code. I don't know how to code. So for that reason, I'm using the low code app like the Lovable, Codep, and Reply, and etc. to try to create my beta app to show to my customer and to see if they validate or not the idea. So based on that, if this potential customer validate my idea, I'm going to look for a technical co-founder to try to develop the or improve the beta app. So basically, this is what I'm doing. How I told you, this is the night time. How I told you that I applied to a YC Bash. This is a nice straight time that I applied with to a YC Bash. This is the four startups or business ideas that I applied, because I applied with 4 business ideas. The first one was the GIBBI Media, that basically is this blog, and my YouTube and Spotify channel where I create content about my favorite sport teams game, and I write business articles about the business idea that I want to develop and create, and also I write a newsletter 4 to 6 times per week where I write about the most important news about the business, media, and sports in Mexico and in the world. And also I apply with another idea. This was the GIBBI SuperApp, where basically I want to create a super app where I want to integrate several businesses that I have in mind. For example, I want to create, for example, to put the GIBBI Media, the GIBBI Speak, the GIBBI Carsharing, the GIBBI Phone, a GIBBI Finance, etc. So you can have a lot of functions, a lot of apps in only one app. Also, another business idea startup that I applied was the GIBBI Carsharing. Basically, this is a customer to customer car sharing services where I want to connect the people that need to rent their car because they need an extra money, to people that need to rent a car in the city because they are in pleasure or in businesses. Unfortunately, I put that idea because I understood that in this moment the ride hailing field is moving on to the robot taxi, and I'm seeing that the most probably I'm not going to make it. So for that reason, I decided to apply with the GIBBI Speak. I applied this batch, the YC FAO 2025, and the last batch, the YC the summer 2025. So this is the ninth time. Unfortunately, I have not been selected, and to be honest, I think that I'm not going to be selected because reading some news about the YC and listening and watching the videos about this, I am seeing that, for example, now Gary Tan, since that he took possession as a CEO and president of Y Combinator, he has put as a goal to accept the startup that are based in deep tech and AI. And in this moment, my startup is not based in that. And also, YC and Gary Tan have decided to accept the most of them to be a US people, because it's where the best talent are there about the deep stage and AI, and for that reason they are not selected a lot of foreign startups and foreign founders that are in Latin America or India or Europe. So in the end, I'm trying because I want to know what I can achieve, and let's see what happens. So, I told you, I applied for 9 times. I'm going to continue to working in this idea and see if I can make it. So, how you know, I'm going to announce if I was selected or not. Of course, the PSD I'm not going to be selected, but I'm still trying. But how I told you, the most important is not to be accepted in Y Combinator. Of course, this will be a very great achievement, and this is going to help me a lot to increase my possibilities to make it and to create my startup. But in the end, the most important is to try to validate my business idea, to understand and to know that I have customers that want this idea, this product, that they are going to buy it, and I can generate revenues. But let's see. So I hope you like this video, and if you have any comment or suggestion, you can write me in the social media platform. So see you next video. Gibran.